Hey traders, Joseph here from Eightcap. Today we're going to review what's being expected in tonight's US and Canadian employment data, and then we're going to have a look at some of the risk majors to the USD and check out the USD Swiss Franc as well, after we've seen some mixed bit of mixed trade really from yesterday to today with the USD. So firstly, here's the data that's coming out tonight. So we'll start with the US figures. Average earnings are expected to fall to 0.0% from 0.2 to 0.2%. Sorry. Employment change is meant to come in lower as well to 1375k. But they're looking for unemployment to decrease to 9.8% from 10.2%. Over in Canada, they're looking for a decrease in employment change to 262.5k and employment rate to come in better at 10.1%. So what was interesting today in Zero Hedge, they did have a headline saying that Friday's NFP will be artificially boosted by hiring of temporary census takers. So will that support this unemployment figure coming in below 10%? And could we see possibly the month later or further from that point if the unemployment rate's going to go back up again? The census workers are temporary to short-term workers, so we will be interested to see if there's any data surprises tonight, and if that has any impact on the USD at the moment, which up until this point has been stronger for the most part. So we're going to move on to some of the charts now, and we're looking at the pound USD on the daily, and it's a similar pattern that we're watching across most markets. We're seeing support starting to form from previous highs, and this is the area here where we're watching. We're seeing a pretty light volatility day, which is normally expected before the NFP, and we'll be looking to see if this point can hold and if we can see buying start up again, basically resuming this trend that we're seeing at the moment. And this is basically the same across all the markets we're seeing that were sitting at previous highs. The euro is not looking as clean as the pound, but we're seeing a lot of fight back and demand from buyers once price dipped down to these levels overnight. And we saw this. We're going to see if this demand can carry forward, or if we do see a bit of a so sellers are at the moment starting to push lower a touch at the moment. But again, we've seen 2 days now that demand's coming from this area here, and it does line up with the previous high, and there has been demand at this point. So even if we do see a bit of a move in there, we're wondering if that does get turned around again. If we do see a close into this area, that does start to put a bit of worry over how much buyer interest there actually is. And finally, we're going to move to the Aussie now. So the Aussies are very similar. We've got this nice leg up. We had a pullback here. We're starting to see some demand from previous highs. And again, we're looking to see if this trend is going to continue, and if we do see support develop, and then we do see a new leg develop. So now we're just going to go over to the USD Swiss Franc finally, and we are seeing a rally at the moment, and this trend break that we did see still holds. So we're seeing that trend break here. We've got a lot of demand there from buyers, and we're seeing a new rally out of that level at the moment now. But we do have a lot of supply and resistance, and we did touch on this yesterday, and we do really need to see that point broken. So if something came out favorably for the USD, we'd be looking for buyers to break above this level here and form a close, because at the moment, every time we're seeing a move into this area, it's getting kicked back by sellers. So we do need to see some sort of influence that really pushes momentum forward for the USD, and we do see a close above 91.29, and to a break of 91.42 would be even better, just to show that buyers do have pretty key strength at the moment. But for now, we just want to see that support hold here at 90.82, and just to see if this is actually going to be a confirmed trend break or not. So a couple conflicting pictures at the moment, but we may or may not see a driving influence tonight out of tonight's US employment data. So that data is due at 10:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time this evening. So, being Friday, we hope you have a fantastic weekend. And until next week, bye for now, and thanks for watching and listening.